Morning. We are here in Brainerd for something a little different today. We're bracket racing, something that I used to do many moons ago. So here at the double divisional, here we're going to be running Top Sportsman, and I got to slow the car down a bunch. So I'm not used to slowing down cars. I'm used to speeding them up. So gonna try. We get 2 passes today. So how it works is you can only run up to 6:10 1/4 miles. So the car is converted back to 1/4 mile from 1/8 mile. And if you run 6:09 to 6:0, the pass doesn't count, but you're not thrown out. If you run the 5:99, we gotta put the car in the trailer. So kind of a little bit pressure that I don't donkey stomp myself in the foot without going slow enough. So gonna try this first pass. I told Ray to pull the parachutes between 1,000 foot or so, just so I can check incrementals, and then I can see how, because obviously it's not going to run a 5 that way. So it shouldn't. It should run a 40, I would think, or so, but we'll see what the first pass does. Well, ran 660 something, I think. Ray pulled them out really early, so gonna try next one, and then just make a couple little changes and see what it's gonna run. So I'm hoping it runs low 20, a high teen. So we'll see.
Need stock eliminator class, all of you, if you're still in class eliminations in stock eliminator, we need you back to the lanes, please. Stock eliminator, class eliminations, round 2. If you're still in class, we need you back to the lanes. As Ray Friesen out of Winkler, Manitoba, Canada, the farmer, that Alan Johnson power plant over on the left, went 669 earlier, and I think it's got like a 630 in it. Dan Shea over there on the right from Anoka, Minnesota, the Air Force pilot over on the right. Some good-looking cars here in Top Sportsman. They're really performing well in these conditions. So the original Blackbird,
yes, sir,
the first in the 7s?
First in the 7s. It was a factory showdown car, and at the time I brought it out, I had to hear from all the Chevy guys and all the Ford guys how the Mopars couldn't compete. They were too big. They just weren't going to be competitive. So after hearing that about 6 times, I decided it was time to see if we could make it compete. So we went from people thinking that to we were leading the pack by the end of the first year with that car. So it's such a blessing to work with such great people that I've had the company with throughout these journeys. BES Racing Engines, Cohen Transmissions, Liberty now transmission, Ram clutches, and to have these guys jump on board behind a little guy like me. Watching these Top Sportsman guys get after it, I'm kind of jealous. This guy says he's having fun in his 60s, and he's still out there doing that. So,
well,
612.
Yeah,
man,
612.
getting with it.
I knew it had more in it than what we saw earlier. He improves by a half a second. He goes to the top with a bullet. 612 at 234 for that loud, fast machine. 612. 610's as fast as you can go. There's not a whole lot of cars in the country that can run in the 16s in Top Sportsman. Ray Friesen being one of them. 612. What a lap right there. Dan Shea, 717.
Little close there. 612 at 234, I think it was. So mile an hour is right on par what this thing should make with this gear set and the blower. And it 8th mile, like it almost went a 3 to the 8th. So it's ridiculous, honestly, with this blower. It just and this is the old one. We don't even have the new one on it yet. So, and it's the lower gear set. So that puts us number one, that's the only goal we have this weekend, is being number one. And if Ray goes around 2, 3, who knows, right? But that's all we're doing. Just get a great point so we can run the national here next month. So good today. Gonna do a little maintenance on the car, do the usual, and make sure everything's good on this old baby cakes, and she just works. So stay tuned for tomorrow and for first round, and then obviously how far we go, and then start on Saturday for next round. Welcome! Top alcohol, loud as shit. We are Friday. So first round, we got a bye. So we're just gonna take the tree. I'm not gonna video that because you don't need to see that. And then second round, I have no clue who we got. So I'm just gonna detune it a little bit. DA's gone a little up. So I'm gonna dial, I think before we went a 12. So now I'm gonna dial in and we're gonna run a 15. So just hold Ray, hold it to the pin, and then cut a good light, you never know. So we'll see what happens here in second round. And if not, drinks early. Pretty funny that, I don't know if I said, it's just me and Ray here yesterday and today trying to run the car ourselves. So but it's just pretty funny that we just don't care if we go rounds. We're just here just for the points to run the national, and Ray goes 002 on the tree, and I picked a 15 and ran a 16 with a 3. So I don't know who that guy was, but he was not happy. So I don't know if he wasn't happy that we beat him, or he wasn't happy that we just don't care. So on to third round now, which is quite funny because we thought we'd be out right away. So the goal this whole weekend was just to go number one. So but another thing we did, though, forgot to say before first round, we actually won best engineered car here at the Divisional. So quite happy of that LCR did that, and it's a big thing thanks to Ray. So without him, we couldn't have done this car. So, and him giving us the opportunity. So can't stress enough in life, you will get opportunities and you need to seize it when they come. So, right, is that what Eminem says? So, but you just never know the opportunities that come in your life. So always do the best you can, and the rest will follow. So we'll see, we'll look at the data. Everything ran fine, mile an hour is right on par. So everything should be pretty good to go. So rinse and repeat, and round 3, I think there's 5 rounds. So see what happens if we get lucky again. Well, Ray went 15 red, but Tom, I think, because we were facing another Canadian from Manitoba, where we're from, so, and Tom went 10, so it would have been very close even if Ray would have won green. So, but hey, I'm happy. It's the car's repeating. I picked a 16 and went, and I told Ray, I said it should run a 17. It would, but let's put a 16, just run out the back, and I went 17 with a 3. So quite impressive that this car can repeat with this much horsepower over and over. So, but hey, can't complain. So do maintenance tonight. Tomorrow I think we have 2 rounds, I think, and qualifying, and then eliminations again. So we're just doing it for the grade points. So do it again, and we'll see what happens. And this is the award that we won. So that's backwards. I don't know how to change this over, but regardless, so happy again for that. Very unexpected that we won that. So, but very good weekend. Ray, I think, won some bonus for being number 1 qualifier. So maybe pays for, I don't know. He said it paid for the liquor budget this weekend. So at least it's half decent then. So try again tomorrow on Saturday. Goal tomorrow is just to go number 1 again. I'm really not going to touch anything. So it should go mid-teen. And then try it again. So Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video for tomorrow. Welcome to day 2 or 3, I don't know, the second race day of the Divisional. So we're running Top Sportsman again. So it's humid as shit here today. So just like I said, it's sweaty. So made a couple little changes. So we'll see. I'm calling a 13.5. Probably 2:32 is what I'm calling here. So we'll see if that was right. So hopefully all goes good. Well, after that run, went out of the groove a bit and struck the tire. So, but Ray noticed when he's backing up, I have a warning on the dash for low oil pressure, and it was down about 20, I would say at idle, 20, 30. So it's almost a third down. So come back, look at the data. Yeah, down the pass, we're down about 25, 30 pounds of oil pressure. So took the filter apart. It's got a removable one, and I didn't take any videos of that, but I'll show you the pan how it is. So if you see here, we got some glitter glamour, if you can see. So bedazzled. So took off some the main bearings and connecting rods. I'll show you here underneath. If you guys never seen a 481X underneath. So checked everything looks good. I got plane on my rods, fine there. So what we're thinking then is the motor's not hurt, but we're thinking possibly this is the oil pump. The oil pump, there's maybe some issues, which I'm hoping I've taken this sucker apart and there's shavings all in this thing, which is perfect. Then I know what's wrong, send it away and get a spare. It could be our primer also, which is right up there that we prime the motor with, but that only runs when the motor's running, or when the motor's primed. So that's next, and we'll see what is wrong. Well, we went to the lanes yesterday and downpoured. It seems like every time we come to this track it rains. So got pushed to today, which is better anyways. The air is better today. DA's down, water grains are down, humidity though still up. So I gotta pick a dialing out of a hat. And I don't know if I said yesterday, we have the guy who won the race on Friday. So dialing Ray. That's Larry though, right there. Dial Ray tight, and so he just holds it to the pin the whole way. So it's hard for these guys to judge a lot because he has such more mile an hour than the majority of these guys. So we're here just for the grade points of what we got. Update on the motor. So took everything apart, took off everything, rod caps, oil pump, and everything, and didn't find anything. So all good to go, and oil pressure's there, and we'll see what first round brings. Well, both me and Ray screwed up. He was sleeping big time, and I was off on the dial by 5. So, but we checked the filter and everything's all good. So that just has to be a reminiscence of when we grenaded those 2 Pro Chargers. So all good. We came what we wanted to do, get our grade points for the national, qualify number 1. I think if we would have had another run, if we would have made second call yesterday, would have been number 1 again, but can't complain. So car's working really good. The main thing is they get this car ready for September long here. That's all Ray wants. So we'll try to have a game plan for that, and should be good. Hoping to see a bunch of 3-second passes that weekend. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next video. We'll be probably actually going to be testing my Nova in 2 weeks. So a lot of racing this year. So we had to feature on that car still too. I'm dragging my ass. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.